I wonder, will we hear shouts of no close dancing going around the function rooms of hotels? That was John Cook having the time of his life there at the Armada Hotel in Spanish Point in County Clare. It's 5 o'clock. We'll take a look at what's still to come on today's programme. Science and business collide as COVID committee hears competing interests in the fight against coronavirus. Tearing down sculptures. Are there offensive monuments we could do without? Expert warns of tsunami of mental health problems in wake of COVID crisis. And new polling suggests Joe Biden in strong position to oust Donald Trump in November poll. These stories and more to come on Drive Time after the news with Eileen Dunn.
Good evening. The Chief Executive of the Restaurants Association of Ireland, Adrian Cummins, has warned that 90% of restaurants won't be able to reopen on the 29th of June if a 2-metre rule on social distancing still applies. He was commenting after the national tourism body Fáilte Ireland published a set of operational guidelines to assist those involved in the tourism and hospitality sectors to prepare for reopening. The guidelines contain detailed information on enhanced hygiene and cleaning practices and also the need to restructure premises for social distancing. Fáilte Ireland said the 2-metre rule would be a significant challenge, particularly for those in the food and beverage business. It said if a 1-metre gap was allowed, 80,000 more people could be brought back to work. The Dáil Special Committee on COVID-19 has been told that the use of face coverings couldn't replace other aspects of the strategy to stop the spread of the virus. Professor Philip Nolan, who's head of modelling for the expert advisory group NEFIT, told the committee that hand washing and maintaining social distance were still essential. He also said it was probable there would be renewed outbreaks of coronavirus at some point in Ireland and across Europe of varying size. But he said it was hard to predict when and how difficult further waves would be to manage. The central bank has sent out letters to the chief executives of banks and the managers of credit unions, setting out its expectations for the treatment of customers availing of payment breaks that were made available for those directly affected by the fallout from COVID-19. In the letters, the central bank says it's focused on ensuring the interests of borrowers affected are protected appropriately during what it calls the unprecedented stress. The bank said it was essential that lenders take a proactive and consumer-centric approach to all issues arising from COVID-19 to protect the interests of their borrowers. Banks now have 4 weeks to inform the central bank of their plans to deal with the extension of the payment breaks for a second 3-month period. Ireland's EU Commissioner Phil Hogan has confirmed his candidacy for the position of head of the World Trade Organization. Mr. Hogan, who's the European Union's Trade Commissioner, announced his intentions following an informal meeting by video link of EU trade ministers.